come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Quarterback on the keeper. Runs through the tackle. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And the defense jumps on him. They get that turnover.
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
The Aggies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air, it's Reed. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
Couldn't quite make the connection, now staring at a third down. It's a draw. Look out, he's got room. He'll be stopped at the 32. Still ground to cover if they want to convert, and fourth down is coming. And here comes the field goal unit. And very important not only to generate power, but to find his mark. A 49-yard try from the left. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. And the fumble on that last drive could have been much worse, David.
They bailed him out. They held him to a field goal, so that's the good news. Now this offense has to get it going. Forget about the fumble, Jesse. Move on. Be positive.
And they're upset with themselves, too. They're an offense that pride themselves on ball security. Let's see what they do right here.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He'll keep it himself. There he goes. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Williams will pass. And he got smacked release the pass. It's incomplete.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. He gets a block. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. They'll start this drive with a pass. He's got an open man. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the first down.
Need to do a better job as a defender tackling the catch. On the curl route, he had a chance to break on the ball, get the receiver down, couldn't do it, and as a result, they give up an explosive play.
They're going to run it. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He'll try it again. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Aggies. He got a step and just dusted the field. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just handing the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
And the extra point splits the uprights. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They've spotted them a 10-0 start. Now to see if they can answer on this drive. On the run, it's Coleman. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Williams looking for a man. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Secures it at the 30. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Gives it on the option. Fighting off the defender. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He'll pull it on the read. Got a first down. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. How about the wheels on this A&M quarterback channeling his inner John football?
Man, John football was as exciting as it gets, and college football took notice. The Aggies were talked about in the news all the time. They need that guy at that spot to return if they want to be a national championship contender again.
And the Aggies just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Craven. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Looking for a man. It's Reed. Quickly out to the tight end. What a tough-minded, hard-edged run. He gets it to the 24.
And a nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Final play of the quarter coming. Quarterback on the keeper. And he's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, and that'll do it for the first quarter. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Williams will pass. Fires on the move. It's picked off, and another empty drive.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. Basically everything they've tried has worked, scoring a couple of touchdowns and a field goal on their first 3 possessions. Here's the pressure. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
This defense needed something to happen to create some momentum back to their side. They've built a deficit. QB's been very comfortable making plays. Exactly what you needed. Put some doubt in his head. Get to him. Hit him. Get physical. They get the sack on this play, and that's just what they needed.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. He'll keep it himself. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
not much the defense could do there. The defensive end crashed down thinking the running back had it, but nice job of the ball handling there by the QB.
Just trying to avoid negative plays, continue to put stress on the defense. That's what he does there.
And that's a play this guy can run in his sleep, too. They rep this over and over and over. It's like clockwork for this guy.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Gives it to the back on the draw. Breaks the tackle and runs through another guy. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
Oh, what a great play call. Sneak in the draw. The defense clearly thinking pass, flying up the field. No, sir. A little handoff, a little sneak attack. Great play call.
Texas A&M back to work with another 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Reed. Pressure coming. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that 1st down.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the 1st down, keep this drive rolling.
He wants it all. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
They're set to kick it off. And you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
He'll do it himself. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
This offense is really going to try to keep the defense on their heels in the run game by doing it with different guys. It'll be running backs, it'll be quarterbacks. They may even try to get receivers involved in the jet sweep game, reverse game as well. But a nice play there.
The Huskies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Got his man. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Williams looking for a man. Zings it complete to the right.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
And the Huskies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll run it from the gun. Showing off the arms. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy because that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Here picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
That's good for a fighting Texas Aggie.
The Aggies, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air, it's Reed. Bringing the heat. Slithers into space. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. And the Aggies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go.
Blue 27 patio. Blue 20 black 18.
Wants to go up top. Quickly complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys on the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
A&M comes back out with another first down. Using his legs, it's Owens.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
Blue 22. Blue 22.
Back to pass. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
My goodness, this offense has got it rolled. They might put up a 50-burger. This defense, they don't have any answers right now. They're going to have to figure something out.
All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. They'll run it. It's Owens. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Dropping back, it's Reed. Still looking, on the move. And it'll be a short game. No need to take a big hit there on the scramble.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Touchdown, Aggie! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Oh, the D has to be feeling it now. See if they can get another sack on third down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Williams will pass. Throws to the wideout. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down?
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Wants to throw on 1st down. Rush is on him. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Looking downfield very late in the half. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Got his man on the right. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Washington sends out the punt team. The accuracy is perfect, the loft, the aim, like the perfect golf shot. Seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. They'll try the right side. That should be the final play of the first half. So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming. Washington about to put it deep to start things in the second half. Coming out with it, it's Craver. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Buys a little time. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB's scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. To throw, it's Reed. Gets it out quickly. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. The Aggies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Making side adjustments here. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Got his man to the left. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. And the Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Craver. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
A lot of smiles right now in this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Grab behind the line. It's Craver.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Aggies can really attack on this second and short. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Looking downfield, it's Reed. Finds the tight end. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
That's good.
Third and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
Wants to go up top on first down. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
And the Aggies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Reed. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. Got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They go to the ground. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football, and you saw it right there.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Using the quick game. Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
On first down from the 13-yard line. They'll give it to him again. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Running back searching for a hole. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Dropping back, it's Reed. Looking for the score. Knocked away, incomplete in the end zone.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
Let's see if this offense can get out of a hole as they start this drive at their own 8. Looking to throw on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
They'll move the wide receiver. Calls his own number. Buys just enough space to create some breathing room. He's got it up to the 12. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. He's getting plenty of work. Fourth time we've seen this guy punt it today. The kick is high and away and headed toward the sideline. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen.
Texas A&M 34, Washington 0.
They go back to work in the final period of this one. Gonna run it. It's Owens. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the wideout. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw. And that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
They booted away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Catch in the middle, it's Green.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
He'll pull it down and run. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the 1st down. Now you got to keep it going.
Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing. Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Washington sends out the punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding...
Turning it on! Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the 1st down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
Fires to the wideout. Connection to the right. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the ball.
And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
The handoff keeps working on that clock. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. The Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force-feed you the football to try and ice this game. And he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Powers through the defender. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Back to throw, it's Reed. Quick strike complete. Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. We're on a critical 3rd down here in the 4th quarter. Surprise, surprise. Guess who they go to? That guy.
Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.